Welcome to a special investigative briefing from the Shippers Media Network. Today, January 2nd, 2026, the Red Sea corridor has entered a state of unprecedented military and administrative tension. Our lead investigation explores the escalating maritime rift between Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. Following the precision strikes on Mukalla port, a total exclusion zone has been established, paralyzing one of the world's most vital trade gateways. As international naval coalitions struggle to maintain a neutral buffer, the global supply chain is bracing for a historic shift in route security and freight insurance costs. Our investigative data confirms a massive shift in regional cargo traffic as Riyadh aggressively expands King Abdullah Port to challenge the long-standing dominance of UAE hubs. This war of the ports is no longer just about infrastructure. It is a battle for economic sovereignty in the Middle East. As global liners like Maersk and MSC evaluate new transshipment incentives, the traditional gateway of Jebel Ali faces its most significant strategic challenge in decades. For logistics professionals in the West, this means navigating a new landscape of shifting customs protocols and administrative friction across the GCC. Turning to the economic fallout, the international maritime insurance sector has reacted with surgical precision. Our investigative unit reports that war risk premiums for the southern Red Sea have spiked by an unprecedented 80% within the last 48 hours. Insurance adjusters in London and Singapore are now requiring individual risk assessments for every commercial tanker entering the disputed zone. For the global supply chain, this translates into immediate conflict surcharges, threatening the price stability of energy and consumer goods alike. Shippers are currently caught in a financial pincer move, balancing the physical risk of a naval blockade against the soaring cost of operational protection. As a direct consequence of the naval siege, we are witnessing a massive strategic migration. Investigative sources reveal that global shipping giants are now bypassing traditional Emirati transshipment hubs in favor of the port of Salalah in Oman. This shift marks a fundamental realignment of the Arabian Peninsula's logistics map. While Dubai's Jebel Ali remains a powerhouse, the administrative friction and proximity to the blockade zones have made Salalah the preferred safe haven for high-value cargo. For the international maritime community, the Omani pivot is no longer a temporary detour. It is becoming a permanent fixture of the 2026 trade architecture. Beyond the visible naval presence, a silent conflict is unfolding across the electromagnetic spectrum. Commercial captains have issued urgent alerts regarding widespread GPS jamming and navigational interference in the southern Red Sea. Our investigation confirms multiple reports of positional drift, where vessel coordinates are being manipulated by sophisticated electronic warfare systems. These cyber maritime threats are creating a digital fog of war, forcing deck officers to abandon automated navigation in favor of traditional manual protocols. International naval task forces are now scrambling to secure a digital electronic corridor to prevent catastrophic collisions in these crowded waters. In a diplomatic emergency, the United Nations Maritime Tribunal has convened an extraordinary session to address the escalating territorial dispute. Our investigation reveals that both Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates have filed conflicting claims over underwater mineral rights and continental shelf boundaries near strategic Red Sea islands. This legal deadlock has paralyzed multiple multinational deep-sea mining projects and is creating a dangerous state of legal uncertainty for international shipping lanes. Legal analysts warn that without a formal maritime boundary agreement, the southern Red Sea remains a ticking time bomb for global trade compliance in 2026. While traditional hubs face administrative turmoil, Saudi Arabia's futuristic NEOM project has achieved a critical technological milestone. Trial operations have commenced at Oxagon, the world's most advanced fully automated floating port. Our investigative team confirms that Oxagon has deployed an integrated AI-driven defensive shield to protect its robotic logistics infrastructure from regional electronic warfare. By utilizing zero-emission cranes and uncrewed patrol vessels, Riyadh is positioning NEOM as the ultimate resilient gateway for the global technology industry. This development places massive pressure on existing regional ports to accelerate their own digital transformation in a high-stakes effort to prevent a total collapse of regional shipping. The United States Navy has proposed the establishment of a neutral, safe transit corridor today. Our investigative sources confirm that the initiative calls for joint patrols by non-aligned international forces to guarantee freedom of navigation for commercial vessels. While Saudi Arabia has expressed cautious interest in the proposal, the UAE leadership has remained silent. Shippers worldwide are waiting for a definitive security guarantee before resuming regular transit schedules through these increasingly volatile and disputed regional trade waters. As the rift deepens, a new investigative data protocol has launched to track conflict cargo originating from disputed zones. Utilizing advanced blockchain technology, global insurers can now verify the exact origin and destination of every container moving through the southern Red Sea. This system is designed to prevent the unauthorized smuggling of military assets under the guise of commercial trade. Major logistics providers in the West are rapidly integrating this intelligence into their 2026 compliance frameworks to avoid the rising legal and physical risks of regional maritime sanctions. Our final investigative report for today concludes that the Saudi-UAE maritime rivalry will be the defining challenge for the global shipping industry in 2026. While the war of the ports drives technological innovation, the underlying geopolitical friction threatens the very foundation of supply chain stability. As we navigate this new era of maritime intelligence, the Shippers Media Network remains your dedicated eyes on the ocean. The road to maritime peace depends on transparency, diplomacy, and the unyielding flow of global commerce. Join us tomorrow as we continue to track the stories that move the world. Question 1. What is the current operational status of the Bab el-Mandeb Strait right now?
The situation is critical. It is a total naval siege. Thousands of containers are stuck in a logistical limbo.
Question 2. How are global shipping liners reacting to the administrative friction in Jebel Ali?
They are abandoning traditional routes. We are seeing a massive strategic pivot toward Oman's port of Salalah.
Question 3. With insurance premiums up 80%, can small traders survive this rift?
It is becoming nearly impossible. Without a neutral buffer zone, freight surcharges will crush small-scale exporters.
Question 4. Is the GPS jamming in the Red Sea a temporary glitch or a new form of electronic warfare?
It is definitely intentional. Our investigation confirms sophisticated navigational manipulation is being used as a weapon.
Final question. Who is winning the war of the ports between Riyadh and Abu Dhabi?
It's too early to call a winner, but Saudi Arabia's NEOM project, specifically the Oxagon port, is a technological game changer.